Hello, Rosslanders. This is Mayor Kathy Moore. I want to send you a message of care and hope as we progress through this COVID-19 pandemic. I also want to give you an update on city activities and a brief recap of our April 6th council meeting, the first one done entirely electronically. It may not be the most riveting reality TV, but the recording is available at rossland.ca. First, I want to thank all of our frontline workers in healthcare, as well as everyone working in the grocery stores, pharmacies, and other essential businesses. Your work is critical and so very appreciated. I also want to thank the rest of us for staying home. We must flatten the curve of this disease. Please, please do your part. The city has been doing all we can to keep our community safe and healthy. All of our parks, programs, and facilities have been closed for some time now. Signs are up all over town. And most of our residents have been good about observing the rules. We've gone to split shifts for city staff and have as many working from home as possible. This is to ensure that the essential personnel will always be available to keep the city operating and providing the services that you need. There's lots of information on our website. We publish updates regularly, and there are helpful links there too. To get the most up-to-date information, sign up for email notices from us. There's a button on the right side of the homepage, rossland.ca. We try our best to provide lots of information, and it's your responsibility to stay informed. Of course, we all have heard the orders from our provincial health officer, Dr. Bonnie Henry. She's my new hero. We must still practice social distancing, staying 2 meters away, wash hands frequently. Most importantly, stay at home and don't get together in groups. Outdoor exercise is good, but keeping distance is essential. There's still too many people out and around town. When you are in Ferraro's, be sure to keep your distance from their staff and other shoppers. Try to shop as infrequently as you can and have only one member of your household do the shop. This pandemic changes quickly, and so do the tactics for battling it. The latest change concerns people wearing masks in the community. Our local KBRH doctors and Division of Family Practice professionals, as well as international experts and our health officers, are now saying it's a good idea if you are out in public that you wear a mask. Since transmission of COVID-19 can happen even if you are asymptomatic, this protects you and, especially, it protects others. As everyone knows, there's a critical shortage of personal protective equipment in our medical facilities, so I am not talking about store-bought masks that are meant for our frontline workers. I am talking about homemade masks that reduce the transmission of droplets that carry the virus. Let's make these masks the new fashion statement in Rossland. There's an initiative starting in town to rally volunteers to create masks that will be distributed to others. This program is just getting underway, but if you are interested, please email me, mayor@rossland.ca, or call 521-1500. Now I want to take a few minutes to recap the April 6th council meeting. It was the first time we've done a meeting completely electronically, as I mentioned. It wasn't without its challenges, but everyone did really well and we got through it. About half a dozen members of the public attended electronically too, and I thank them for their involvement. There were several big items on the agenda. The provincial and federal government have declared states of emergency, and they hold most of the authority in a crisis like this one. Municipalities don't have a lot of tools in this regard. The provincial and federal governments have announced big aid packages and programs to help individuals and businesses. There are links to resources on our website and on the Trail Chamber of Commerce website too. That said, Rossland Council discussed other ways to help local residents. We considered waiving penalties and late fees, but decided that that wasn't an effective step because it did not target those most in need. For 2020, our financial plan is projected to have an increase on municipal taxes of 2.5%. It's a bit more than inflation. We talked about reducing that, but on the average house assessed at about $350,000, the benefit would only be about $50. That too did not seem enough to really be of help. So again, not targeted to help the most in need. We didn't think it was a great idea. So to find the most beneficial solution, we decided to promote an existing provincial program that will have a huge impact. Through the Property Tax Deferral Program, the majority of homeowners can qualify to defer their property taxes entirely through the province. I'm not talking about just your municipal taxes. They make up about half of what you pay, but all taxes. This could be a savings to the average taxpayer of $4,000 this year. The deferred taxes are not due until the house changes ownership. Councillor Nightingale has a lot of information about this program and is happy to share it. We will also post a link on our website. It's important to note that the province has just extended the deadline to appeal your property assessment from April 30th to June 1st. Reducing your assessment reduces your taxes as well. The other big agenda item was the approval of the development permit for the Midtown mixed-use project on the old MCON lot. Council was asked to approve the design of the building for form and character to ensure that it meets our design guidelines. We approved it last night. People have asked why we are moving forward with this project at this time of great uncertainty, and the answer is that approving the DP is just one step in the process. There are many more to come. It does not mean the project will be built, because that will take a financial commitment of all our partners. It'll take the budget to remain affordable. It takes a contractor to make a bid that we can afford. Due to COVID-19, all of these things are very much up in the air right now, but they are out of our control and won't be determined for months to come. In the meantime, we want to go forward with the project because having a shovel-ready construction project would be a great way to get people working and to get some revenue back into our local businesses. There's a lot of information on our website about this project, and after careful consideration and listening to the community both for and against, Council decided that this project makes sense. It's good for the community, and it makes sense financially too. Please look at the information on our website. There's a button on the left side of the home page that will lead you to a trove of documents. We covered a lot more, but those were the big items from last night. Okay, I know these are hard and uncertain times, but we will get through this, and our town will once again thrive. Pandemics, like other huge earth-shattering events such as war and environmental disasters, give us the opportunity to rethink how we do things. We have an opportunity to change how we live our lives, become more conscious of energy efficiency, and perhaps take this opportunity to address some of the looming threats of climate change. The pandemic is hitting our world hard and fast. Climate change is an equally momentous event, but it's happening more insidiously. I'll close with a challenge from Councillor Rick Lotenberg from Nelson. How are you taking advantage of this moment when every habit and every system is open for change? How can we work together to stitch a new and more just social fabric? How can we build a more sustainable and resilient economy? What can we do now that will help our communities navigate this current crisis and build legacies for our children's future? These are things worth thinking about. Thanks for listening. Stay home, stay safe, keep your distance, wash your hands, wear a mask if you're out and about, and be happy. This too shall pass. Thank you. Take care.